I've learned about the hybridization program that's been going on with a number of these extraterrestrial species and the humans whom they take for these experiences. And those hybrids, in my awareness for many years, were not human enough to live here on Earth. So they were living on the ships or on other planets with those beings.
And when you say not human enough, because they didn't look like us?
They didn't look like us enough. They sort of did, but if they were to be here, they'd be considered very peculiar. And then I began to realize by meeting certain people at conferences that there were some hybrids who were actually living here on Earth. The first one was a wonderful woman, a hybrid, named Cynthia Crawford. No, she did not know until she was age 35.
Wow.
And how she found out was that her father told her about this. Her father was involved in some kind of unknown, some sort of secret program. She had not been intending to be pregnant. They were not really expecting that at that particular time. But she was pregnant and she carried that baby full term and delivered just like a regular mother here on Earth does. And that baby turned out to be the hybrid Cynthia. Now Cynthia...
What a story, Barb.
Oh yeah.
My gosh.
Now Cynthia didn't know that until she was age 35, and her father finally thought, well, it's time that she knows how she was created.
Now, how did she accept this story?
She had always felt very, very different than her family and from anybody she ever knew anywhere. She certainly felt like a different kind of child.
And when you hear the term, Barbara, hybrid,
yes,
you obviously think part human, part extraterrestrial.
Yes.
Of the extraterrestrial type, are we talking about one sect, one race, or a number of different kinds of races out there?
We're talking about a number of different kinds of races. With these 8 hybrids whom I've come to know extremely well, they come from 25 different extraterrestrial races. Now there may very well be other hybrids who are a mixture of still more different kinds of races. I don't know about that, but the 8 whom we studied have had 25 different races contributing their genetics to them.
And that would include alien grays, the Nordics that look like humans, reptilians.
Right,
It goes on and on.
Pleiadians,
Okay.
blue Arcturians.
You don't think, though, that it's a program to replace us?
No, I do not think it's a program to replace us. I think it's completely benevolent. Now, in saying this, I must admit that I'm certainly aware of the opinion of Dr. David Jacobs, whom I know personally. I think he's a
brilliant.
great guy. I really enjoy him very much. It just happens
He
that
takes the other
he
position.
has had people come to him who've had very different experiences in regard to ET human hybrids. And that whole view is a very, very pessimistic point of view. And it just happens that people have come to me about hybridization who have a very positive view. So all I can say is that maybe there's some of both. Maybe there are some hybrids who do intend eventually to take over the world.
Hybridization to me means taking good parts of both and mixing them into one. What's the good part of the ETs that they're trying to give us?
Oh, there are many, many good parts. For instance, they're very intelligent. They're very broad in their thinking, very open-minded. They're very psychic. They have healing skills. They read auras easily. They feel the frequencies. The hybrids have the vibrations, the frequencies of the extraterrestrials.
And what do they want from us, Barb? What do we contribute here?
Well, they recognize us as a very intelligent species and a very important species. For one thing, humanity, they say, has been comprised with extraterrestrial genetics from way back, probably in the beginning of what we consider humanity.
Does the delivering doctor know that they're hybrids?
No, the delivery doctor does not know that they're hybrids. Nobody knows. Even the parents don't know at that point that they're hybrids. But the parents do notice as the babies are developing into toddlers and young children,
something.
They notice that they're substantially different.
Do we know how long they live?
Well, so far, the oldest one, whom I know, is age 65. They seem to live normal human lifetimes.
Could they go to 200, 300?
I don't know if they could live beyond 100 or so. Time will tell. We don't know that yet.
Is this hybridization program, the one that you've been studying, relatively new? Or has it been going on since the beginning of time?
Well, really, all I know is that these people, the oldest of whom is 65 at this point, 66 maybe by now, I don't know if this has been going on for centuries and there were other hybrids. I suspect, but I don't know, that it might be this generation type of happening.
Well, it's interesting. The Roswell crash occurred 2 years after we detonated nukes over Japan.
That's right.
Maybe they picked something up and went, whoa, they're now in this new age.
Yes.
We better get over there.
Yes, that's right. I think that really caught their attention. So I think that extraterrestrials have been paying attention to Earth. UFOs have been appearing, way, way back in our history. Maybe at the very beginning of our human history, but I think there's much more activity now due to the fact that so many of these species are aware of what we're doing here and that we could be such a threat to them out there, as well as, of course, to ourselves.
How many hybrids do you think are out there on the planet?
Oh, I could only make a guess. I know of 8. David Jacobs knows of other ones.
Could be millions.
It could be millions. I'm not sure about that at all. Maybe thousands.
It seems to me, Barbara, that they're trying to replace humans with hybrids. All of us. That's my feeling.
Yeah. My own feeling about it, my own perspective, is that these hybrids, or the extraterrestrials, are not trying to take over humanity by creating hybrids. I know that David Jacobs does feel that. I do not feel that in any way at all.
Could you be wrong? Evidence. Could you be wrong?
It's possible that there are different kinds of hybrid programs going on. The hybrids I have come to know, about 15 of them quite well, that they have nothing to do with taking over the world. They had everything to do with being here to assist humanity, particularly to raise the consciousness as much as they can of humanity, and to even help with the process of what is called ascension. And ascension means raising the consciousness in creating the, or increasing the spirituality of humanity as a general, so that we will be treating each other better.
Well, I hope so.
We'll be treating the earth better.
We should be doing that on our own.
We should be doing it on our own, and we're not doing enough of it.
Would humans accept hybrids directly? Do they mesh well together?
Yes, humans and hybrids do mesh well together. Yes, because these people come across as regular, normal people. They look like regular, normal humans. They are regular, normal humans, except that they do have quite a bit of the extraterrestrial genetics of the types, by the way, that they do have encounters with. So an important point here is that all of the hybrids whom I know do have visits from and encounters with the extraterrestrial types that they have the genetics of. So many people consider that when extraterrestrials comes, they have abductions. It's a very common word for it. Abductions, being taken away for an hour or so and returned.
Do they show emotion? Do they cry?
Oh yes, hybrids do have emotion because they're primarily human. Yes, they do. They're very much like the rest of us.
What kind of jobs do they take in society?
Well, these hybrids whom I know do not have regular day jobs like so many of us do, but they do set themselves up to teach classes, give lectures, teach workshops, do individual counseling of people. Generally.
So they're trying to educate us.
Yeah, trying to educate us, trying to, as they say, upgrade the consciousness, the viewpoint of humanity.
If an individual suspects that something is different about themselves, and they could be hybrids, but that's not the first thing somebody would think about, obviously. What do you recommend they do? Where do they go?
Well,
how many Barbara Lambs are out there?
Unfortunately, I think there are not enough people who are doing the regression therapy. Most of the states have at least one person, and some of the other countries have one rare person who does this type of work. But if somebody would like to find somebody who does this regression therapy work for this particular purpose, they could go to the website of the group called FREE, which is actually officially called the Edgar Mitchell Foundation for Research into Extraterrestrial Encounters, a long name. So the website is simply experiencer.org.
If you enjoyed this, make sure to watch the next video on AwakenZone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, but you won't want to miss what's coming next.